Hello and welcome to my talk on how to build your app for folks who have a business idea, maybe from the data research you've been doing, but who haven't written any software before. First, a little bit about me. My name is Ceri Shaw. I've been working in tech and data for over 20 years, and I now work as a fractional CTO and tech mentor, advising startups on how to build their ideas. So I've got loads of experience building apps. So you've got an idea for an app. Perhaps you found a cool use for your data research, or maybe you've spotted a need that no one else is filling. How do you know if you're ready to build? So the truth is, no matter which way you choose, software development is expensive in terms of time and money. So you want to have a pretty good idea that what you're proposing is going to be worth that time and money before you start. A really good thing to do before you start to build your idea is to test out your assumptions. Are you solving a problem that people care about? And do people care enough to pay? If so, who are those people and how do you reach them? There are lots of different ways that you can cheaply and easily test out your idea. You could start by interviewing people you think might be your audience and see if they're interested in the problem you're solving. You could use a questionnaire designed using tools like Google Form or Typeform to capture information from people. And then you could even use that info to create a manual response with the same sort of info your app might provide and see if people like what they're getting and if it's useful to them. You could put up paid resources on a website, e.g. PDF or video training materials, and see if people are prepared to pay for them. Another good one, maybe once you've got a bit more idea of what your app is trying to do, is you can draw your app on pieces of paper to show people how it would work and see how they interact with it and if it does what they expect. And another client I'm working with has very successfully used WhatsApp for Business as a way to offer paid services and information in an app-like way, but done by real people behind the scenes. The trick here is to start as small as possible. What's the tiniest thing you can do that will prove or disprove some of the assumptions behind your app? Once you're convinced you've got a viable market, you'll feel a lot happier to proceed with your MVP or minimal viable product. And this is the smallest version of your app that people would value. So how can you get it built? Well, one way is using no-code tools. There are lots of easy-to-use drag-and-drop type tools that allow you to build web and mobile apps yourself, writing very little to no code, as long as you can express the steps in like a logical way, like a flowchart. You can also get a tech co-founder. This is somebody who can join you in your venture and help build out a prototype for you in return for equity in the company. Effectively, they become a co-owner. This can be really good if you benefit from working as part of a team. A dev agency is a good choice if you have a clear idea of what you want to build and a little bit of cash behind you. Perhaps you've got some prototypes to illustrate how you want it to look. It doesn't have to cost a lot. There are some agencies that specialise in MVPs, some agencies that use those no-code tools I talked about in order to get you rapid development. Other options, you might consider using a contract software developer. This can be quite good if you've got discrete parcels of work that you can give out for people to develop. Or you can maybe get your own dev team, although this is by far the most expensive option. Taking a quick look at the costs here, for no code and a tech co-founder, it's not really a monetary cost, but it's more in time and equity that you might spend, although there are some small costs associated with these in terms of hosting your application. Dev agencies be a little bit more expensive, anything from 10 to 50k. Ones that specialise in no code or building MVPs are likely to be cheaper than those who are going to build complete apps with all the functionality you need. Contractors usually work on a day rate, so that's why it's good to have a nice parcel of work. And dev teams, you're looking at anything upwards from 100k a year. So to wrap this all up, no code is a really good solution for building your app if you've got a logical brain, good at flowcharts and time to focus. Tech co-founder can be a good solution if you want to have another person on your side helping to build this out. And dev agencies are better if you've got a clear vision for a small MVP and a little bit of cash to back it.